All right. Nice little crowd up here. How's everyone doing? All right, it's good to hear. Everyone happy to be here at Halloweenapalooza 2019? That's nice. All right, great. It's been going on for 10 years, so this is the 10th year. Thank you all for coming, of course. Right now, we're going to have a podcast group up here. I seriously know nothing about them, and that's pretty much what they say in the pamphlet also. So I guess you guys are in for a treat. A few chuckles, probably. So I would like to welcome Joey and Landon from the Lunch Break Podcast live.
Halloweenapalooza!
Halloweenapalooza!
Yeah.
That's right.
Should we get a shorter theme song?
Yeah. Slowly fade that down for us. Slowly fade that down.
Well, it's done.
Okay.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm Landon. This is
Joey.
my friend Joey. We are Lunch Break. Take a seat.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Let me do this.
It's all good. So, and I'm looking out at you guys, and I know that you know exactly who we are.
But yes, we heard that intro, and we know that everyone in here knows who we are.
We know you're on our side at this point. But just to let you know, typically our podcast is one that we kind of talk about stuff, mostly some snacks that we're kind of snacking on.
Yes.
And so we were very excited to come to Halloweenapalooza and talk about snacks.
I just wanted to stop. Something happened to us on the way into
Okay, yes.
here.
So
I thought maybe we should bring it up and just let everyone know, kind of
right,
warn
yes.
everybody, I guess is the best way I can put it.
Truth be told, we were, yes, of course, invited to the haunted hotel. We were put up by the awesome guy. Give it up for Prescribed Films in the staff and crew here at Halloweenapalooza.
All right.
But also, they put us in terrible danger. Joey?
Let's get into it.
All right. And fill this time. Okay, so yes, they put us in the beautiful, beautiful hotel. So we arrive at the hotel and we're excited.
Look at this place.
This
is where they put us.
We're little Iowa boys, okay? Look at us, little tiny Iowa boys.
So small.
And
Look
frankly,
at me. Look at me.
We've never. Look at him.
Look at me, so small.
We've never seen a hotel so big.
Look at this.
Okay.
Yes.
So we were so excited. We were walking to our room.
We're
right?
snapping pics while we do it. We document stuff. We make films. We do podcasts. This is our life. If you don't like it, get off the ride.
We like to capture the stuff that we do.
Thank you.
So we're rolling up to our room.
This is our door. That's me.
That's his door.
Hey.
We're opening the door.
Yes.
We're so excited to get to the. Okay, so
Look at this.
So here's our first. Okay, so the great hotel, and you know what? Even the room is fine. We're a little off put because it doesn't quite match the lobby that was so cool, right?
It's about 2 feet by 4 feet, so we're a little confused here.
We're a little confused, but the main point is we're having fun. We're kind of unpacking, and now this is exciting. Joey always brings a nice big suitcase, so he
Yes.
has everything he needs. Like
my luggage is in there.
He
So
likes
in the
to bring his-
suitcase, I have my luggage. It's basically everything that I could need is in this suitcase.
and of course the necessities,
Yes.
candy corn M&Ms. And those of you who do listen to the podcast, and I know all of you do, we definitely did try these candy corn M&Ms on our last
If you
episode.
want to know what we think about these M&Ms, you have to listen to our free podcast online.
That's right. But we also were given the greatest meal that I've ever had.
Yes. Look at him.
I felt like one of the apostles at that great supper, if you
Yes.
know what I'm talking
The
about.
Great Supper. That's what it's called.
Right.
Look at
They
this.
had an ice machine.
Thank you. Look at this. Look
you-
at. Watch. Go to the next one. There's ice in there.
It's a button that you press and ice comes out.
Insane.
So we get back
Lots
to
of
our,
hangers as well.
lots of hangers.
Now we're just getting ready for bed.
Okay, so here's the first. Okay, so we're taking photos of the whole thing. But for some reason, Joey starts to get a little look in his eye that I don't think of anything at the time, but you'll come to find that this is very terrifying for me. But we're having fun anyway, except for, okay, we want to check out what our view is. We open the window, and of course there is, now maybe you can't see this, but
There's
just
nothing out there.
It's a white plank.
So,
it's just white.
Yeah, kind of weird, but we're having fun. This is our big live show. We don't want to complain to anyone. So
Yes.
we just started getting ready for bed. We have a big show today, which is happening now, and this is our big show.
Joey famously doesn't like to sleep under the covers, so he did use the
Yes,
the
if
banner.
you come to our booth, you'll see that vinyl banner that we printed for this show, and I had to sleep under that.
That's right. I told him, look, it's not even cold in here, but he was very cold.
I need something on top of me. There's these weighted blankets.
Well,
out there,
he gets a little
and there's
stressed
these
out,
frickin',
okay?
Yes, a thunder jacket for myself.
So a couple, I just wanted to document the moment that he was in fact using.
Yeah, kind of.
the
He
banner
does
to
take
go
a lot
into
of
it.
photos.
Well,
it got to the point where it was a little disturbing.
Okay, so at this point we're falling asleep. Basically, I can't sleep unless I have the white noise of Joey's heavy breathing. Okay. Now,
Yes.
some of you have the TV on. Some of you keep your air conditioner running. Maybe a fan by your bed. I need the sweet succor of Joey's hot breath.
That's
to
my
fall asleep.
breathing.
So I notice that he's not sleeping next to me. I look up, and here he is. He's looking at me.
Yeah, I don't remember doing this. This is when Landon started to realize something was up with this hotel.
So I immediately, squeaky, wipe the sleep out of my eyes.
Oh, Mr. Sandman.
And I grab the camera and I take a photo and I say, I'm going to need this for later.
Okay.
But then I look back, he's asleep. As he always is with his eyeglasses on top of his forehead.
It's how I sleep. It's how I have to do it. We all have our weird quirks and our weird kinks, and some of us just need to have a little something pressing up right against your head there. You guys can understand that, right?
Thank you. Okay, so at this point, I'm back fast asleep, okay? My buddy's snoring like there's no tomorrow. And it stops again. A couple hours later, it stops again, and I say, Bo boy.
He says, Bo boy.
And I look over. He's gone. He's completely gone, okay? So then I grab my glasses once more, and I throw them away because I'm scared. I'm too scared to see this with my full 20/20 vision.
It's a beautiful vision. Me, of course, with the glasses, I do what I can. But.
I look over in the corner.
Ah! I don't remember doing this.
He's literally...
They put us in this hotel.
A scary hotel.
Oh, you guys are going to have a great time. No! Look
at that.
And if you're listening to the podcast, just imagine something. Anything scary.
Joey is next to a fly swatter that is in a hotel room, and that's scary.
There's a fly swatter on the wall. And I am floating 17 to 25 feet off the ground.
At least.
Easily.
And just to prove it, here's another photo.
I was up there for a while. He got out of bed and did like a photo shoot.
And I thought, you know what? They're never going to believe that this happened. So I had to get a photo of myself reacting. Terrifying stuff. So, what do we do?
What do we do?
We wait until morning
Yes.
is what we do.
We still have to get our full 8 hours for this show.
Well, of course.
So Landon didn't tell me, I guess. I didn't know this had happened.
I cowered in the corner.
So we get up, we get ready to go, and we decide, let's get up early. We just need to get out of this hotel.
We need to get out of the room and just get our stuff ready for the table. We got to set up. We got to meet all of you guys.
Okay. Now, it turns out this may have been a blunder on our part.
Okay, so truth be told,
Yes.
we ended up. Oh yes, okay. So we did have one more photo. And
yes,
it was
that was
Joey.
me taking a photo of myself that I don't remember taking.
Well, yes, okay.
Just skip
never
that.
you
I take
mind.
a lot of those.
But we did realize going out to the car.
Look at this. Now, you might notice a little something. Could we enhance that, please?
We were at the wrong hotel.
We were at the Hotel Toowoomba. So, someone made a wrong exit.
Okay, and it wasn't my fault.
Okay, and maybe it was.
The Garmin, and I am still using a Garmin, said...
Why?
Said, take a left and you'll arrive at your Hotel Toowoomba destination. And I said, well, okay.
I guess. So we saw that and we went, I mean, there was a lot of things that should have, let us know that this was the wrong place. But anyways,
Yes, I mean,
we got in the car, we turned back, we went 17 hours the other way. We showed up about 5 minutes ago. Great hotel.
Great
No problem
hotel.
so
It's a great
far.
hotel, and we do thank you for setting us up in this beautiful hotel.
Oh,
So yeah, we, like my friend said, we arrived about 5 hours ago.
yes.
We could not do a show without talking about a snack. So we had to, and we were in a rush, of course. We wanted to make sure that we got here in good time, right? Right? It works.
the power of the microphone.
I love it. We arrived here and we said we have to get one of the local delicacies.
Because, we eat a snack
We
on our
eat a
show.
snack
We
and
eat
we
lunch
talk
on our
about it.
show. And we didn't want to give you guys a lunch break episode without a lunch. You'd leave here and want your money back. So tell them what we got. So we went, like I said, 5 hours ago when we got here. We said, let's go to Graham's something. Graham's Freeze. Let's hear it. Who's from Ottumwa? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. So when I say Graham's, you have to give it up for Graham's. Okay, except here's the problem. Lots of good ratings online. We went and picked this up 5 hours ago. We said, give us your biggest, yummiest ice creams.
Yes.
And we put them in our hotel room.
We said we got to review this live in front of the audience and let them know how it is.
We can't do this there. We have to do it in front of you guys and give you our real. Here's the problem.
Here's the problem.
Look at this. It's like milk.
It's milk. It's not completely does not fulfill the promise
You
of
guys
iced
don't know what
cream.
ice cream is here.
Okay, so Ottumwa doesn't quite know what ice cream is. Maybe is that the problem? I mean, look at this.
Interesting.
And have you ever been to the freaking Dairy Queen? And they tip the ice cream over and they show you, they prove to you that it is frozen solid. You're not even going to be able to eat it until you get home from the drive-through.
It's crazy. You go somewhere to get ice cream.
5 hours later,
Yes.
look at this. It is literally just warm milk.
No!
Okay, actually, that's pretty good.
Okay, give it up for Greg!
Hey!
Okay, now.
Now,
What's up?
You have. So, truth be told, Joey has somewhere to be.
No, I don't.
Let me see. It's about that time. So, Joey actually. Okay, Joey is also lactose intolerant.
No, I don't have to go to the bathroom. I do have to leave the stage, actually, but it's not to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it is to
It's
go.
not to go to the bathroom. Landon.
It's a problem, kind of an IBS type of thing as well. It's
It's not to go to the bathroom.
hello.
See? This is what you do.
He was on my side. He said, "Yes, it is." No, okay, so basically, we have something really, really special for you guys tonight. Okay, Halloweenapalooza. Let's hear it one more time for Halloweenapalooza. And we're so happy to be here, and we thought, what can we do completely unprecedented, something that no one has ever heard of before, completely insane, and an idea so silly and outlandish that we thought we can never do this, but we did it. Okay, we pulled it off. Who are some of your favorite scary people? Well, list them. Who do we got? Who's your favorite scary guy? Jason Voorhees, what's up? Leatherface. Michael Myers. Chucky. Okay, we got a couple funny boys in this crowd. Okay, but you're all right. Those are scary. Okay? But what if I told you that we got two of the scariest ever to go head to head right on this stage for you? What would you say to that? I can't hear you. This is something that no one has ever thought of, dreamed of doing before. Tonight on the stage, we will show you Freddy versus Jason. Stand-up battle. You got a stand-up battle. Stand-up comedy. It's a form of comedy where someone stands in front of you and tells jokes. Something no one's ever heard of. Freddy versus Jason. Stand-up battle. And first to the stage, we have the master of the macabre. Is that how you say? How do you macabre? Seems like they added a couple letters. The master himself, the terrifying titular Freddy. Freddy Krueger, everybody, give it up for Freddy.
guys. Can you hear me under this thing? Okay. Oh, God, it's great being out here. It's me and it's Jason, and we're doing all this live. We've been on the road together for a while. Give it up for Jason Voorhees. He'll be out here just a little bit. As you can see, it's been a while since I put the old Freddy costume on. We all get a little bigger. There's no shame in that, huh? I mean, they want me to come out and do this. You know, I said, that'll be fun. We'll do the show. I didn't really check, but I put on a couple LBs. But no, it has been fun. It's been fun to get out here and do some stuff with Jason, my buddy. We get a little competitive. We all get a little competitive, I think. I get a little too competitive, I'll tell you what. I think about stuff just a little too much, I think. So stand-up's kind of like my AA meeting. I get up here and I say, yes, I am Freddy Krueger, and I have a thinking problem. Because I just think a little too much and a little too weird, a little too wacky, okay? So, I've done a lot of stuff. Like, when I get competitive, I went to a play recently at Hamlet. The guy says, to be or not to be. So I look back at my seat. I'm like, hey, I'm sitting in 2B. I win. And what I got was kicked out. Same with, I did like a 5-bean chili competition. So they said, make the best 5-bean chili you can. The guy came around, tasted mine, said, hey, this is kind of good, and then it's just broth. I was like, yeah, you asked for 5 beans in it. You ate all 5 in the first spoonful. Whoa. What happened? But I guess that's my problem because I'm Freddy Krueger and I have a freaking thinking problem. But no, it is great to be out here with Jason Voorhees, the Masked Menace. And, I figured, yes, let's get out of the way. I am Freddy Krueger. I am the child murderer, the alleged child pedophile. If maybe you've seen a certain reboot that I don't exactly agree with. And look, I figured, hey, if, someone like Louis C.K. can get back up on stage and do some material, why not get me up here? Forgive and forget. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah! Oh, God. But I don't want to get too political with all this talk. I mean, here's how little I know about politics. I did a show once. I did a show, that's what I called being in someone's dream and trying to murder them. So I was in this guy's dream and I was trying to murder him. It turns out he was a security guard. He was at this big, huge arena with all these people, all these baby boomers are in there. And I'm like, what is this, some Pink Floyd? They're all getting ready to sing Pink Floyd and they all start chatting, build the wall, build the wall. And I'm like, yeah, this is a Pink Floyd concert. I don't know. I don't understand older people. I don't understand kids these days. That's who I'm used to haunting. I like to haunt kids, but I don't get them anymore. Maybe you've seen I do this very famous bit where once I have murdered and slain a kid's, all his friends and family, I like to come to him in his dream, and I like to give him a big sausage pizza. And when I open it up, all the sausages are faces of his friends and family that are all screaming, Freddy's gonna get you. Well, guess what? This kid was scared of this pizza, except, he was scared of this pizza. It's because the crust had gluten in it. Come on! Turns out he did have celiac disease, and he did die from eating the pizza. So, hey, score one for Freddy. Not in the way that I'd like it to have happened. I wanted to scare him with the juices of the sausage faces, but I don't know. Cum si cum sa. Oh, but that's just how it's been. I mean, all this stuff's going on with all this food now, with the gluten and you heard this Impossible Whopper? Can I ask you a question about this? What's so impossible about it? They mush some stuff up and they put some spices in it? That's what's impossible? We shut down NASA. NASA got shut down because we have people like Elon Musk that are like, I want to make a spaceship, I'm going to do it. And it works. We just have random people that can just make spaceships and they work. So we said, NASA, get out of here. Except we all think it's impossible that they made mushrooms. You know what's impossible about it? Nothing. It's called salt. They added salt to some frickin' vegetables. They mushed them all up. And that's it. But I guess that's just me because I'm freaking Freddy Krueger and I have a thinking problem. Bitch. That's the thing I say. So, next up on the stage, you guys have been very wonderful, very receptive of all my stuff coming out here. I've got a very special guest that wants to come up next. His name is Mr. Jason Voorhees.
Give it up for Freddy, huh? I'm dying laughing right now. That was some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. dying laughing still. In case you don't know, I am Jason Voorhees, and I wear a hockey mask to hide my face. Which is kind of sad, that makes me second on the list of Hollywood stars that wears hockey stuff and makes bad movies. Talking about Kevin Smith. You guys hear about this Kevin Smith guy? I mean, come on. And I don't mean to joke. Okay, I don't mean to joke. I saw Yoga Hosers, and okay, maybe that's the joke. Maybe no one saw Yoga Hosers. Am I? But no, honestly, he's great. Speaking of bad movies, Freddy's here, right? Freddy. Freddy. Gotta love him. Freddy takes over kids' dreams and kills them. Freddy is adulthood, right? Freddy's just adulthood, right? What's scarier? What's scarier than a big guy in a fedora and a Christmas sweater? I don't know. #adulting. Right? #student loan debt. #my creative writing degree looks pretty good in my cubicle. Am I right? No, honestly, Freddy is great. He's a true Hollywood star. Freddy, he goes into people's dreams. He haunts them. He's gone into some celebrity dreams. He told me that. He told me one time he went into Ed Helms' dream. You know Ed Helms? Give it up for Ed Helms. You know Ed Helms? All right. He went into Ed Helms' dream. He dressed up like a movie studio executive, and he said, Ed, he really wanted to scare him, okay? He said, Ed, no more in this town will there be a movie featuring a nerdy white guy that is supposed to be lovable, but just comes across as kind of shrewd and vile. And this terrified Ed. It did. He woke up screaming. He ran down the block. He didn't even have a chance to put his pants on. Now, there's a nightmare on Helm Street. No, but it's true. Freddy's here. True Hollywood star, am I right? Right? He's like Vic Morrow after a helicopter landed on his head. I mean, this guy's face is messed up. I know my face is messed up. But I mean, look at him, right? I'm an insane killer with a demon consciousness and an inherent need to kill anyone that I come across. I still have the decency to wear a mask over my toad face. All right? You put the fedora on, you put the Christmas sweater on, you stop at the worst part. I mean, please. You guys still chewing on that Vic Morrow thing? It was a little hard, huh? No, Vic Morrow is a great actor. He unfortunately died in an accident on the set of The Twilight Zone, directed by John Landis. It was a terrible, terrible accident. Director John Landis told the helicopter to keep flying, even though it was unsafe to be doing so. And careened out of control, fell on Vic Morrow and a couple of kids. They died instantly. And John Landis, of course, I mean, God, just kept making movies. Just kept on making movies, right? And I'm one of the greatest villains in Hollywood. Right? John Landis, yeah, he just kept making movies. He ended up making one of his worst creations, Max Landis. I learned my empathy and compassion for others the same way Max Landis did. Not at all. I'm getting that you guys like Max Landis. No, it's true. I mean, my mother killed a bunch of kids, and Max's dad killed a bunch of kids. So you know, essentially, I'm not here to have a kind of a Hannibal Buress moment. I'm not trying to have you go dig up the truth about the Landis family and throw them in jail, like you did with Cosby. And of course, with Cosby, I mean digging up the truth, as in just actually listening to the people that brought it up the first, second, 60th time. But no, it's true. It's true. There's 60 accusers. 60 accusers. I mean, Freddy himself only had 35 victims. So that, you know, basically all I'm trying to say is that makes me second on the list of Hollywood hockey fans. And that makes Freddy second on the list of Hollywood monsters that does ungodly things to you while you sleep. Also, that's my time. Okay, so by round of applause, who do you choose for the Freddy vs. Jason stand-up showdown? Mr. Freddy Krueger.
All right.
Pretty good. Jason?
That sucks.
What?
What, you did a bunch of stuff? It sounds like you won.
I mean, by that level of applause, yeah, I suppose.
I gave you all the best material. That doesn't
Look,
count.
You're not supposed to tell them that all of that stuff,
doesn't matter.
twisted kind of
We're
thinking
doing this
is
for fun, and you're turning it into some big thing.
No, I'm not. Just go change. You look good. I mean, you look good.
Thank you.
Let's see here. What do we got? All right. Here's a little story time for you. Joey and I, we've made some movies in the past. We've done some creative things. I used to be in a band that traveled a lot, and Joey would join us on these trips. And there was one particular moment that was terrifying. I know we're having fun, we're yucking it up at all of the great stand-up material, but I want to tell you a true-to-life horror story. And this is all real. And I'm probably building it up way too much. But no, okay, so we were in Nebraska, and we had just played a camp. It was like a week-long event. And it was really late at night, and we were looking for a place to, telling stories.
Okay, go on.
We were looking for a place to stay.
Sorry, everyone.
We didn't have a hotel, but it was super late, so we thought, let's book a hotel. So we go to a Starbucks to find free Wi-Fi. This was in the days that you didn't have it on your phone, of course. Back in the dinosaur days. So we pulled into a Starbucks and booked a hotel. And we hey, we got some fun going on outside. We booked a hotel, and as we were pulling out of the Starbucks, there was this big white van, and in the driver's seat was a man who was, I can only describe it as staring at us menacingly.
Sure.
With his arms up on the steering wheel and just looking at us like he wanted to kill us. That was scary enough, but looking over to the passenger seat was literally a person in a mask. Very scary, very terrifying. And we all... Did you see that? I did not do that.
Okay, so
Okay,
it looks
so
like
there
we're
was
in
a
the
presence
second
in-
hotel that's haunted.
Okay.
Boo.
Was that a ghost?
Ghosts are ghoulies, they like to be called, scientifically.
Was that what just booed?
Yes, a ghoulie.
So we get our hotel, we go to the hotel, and it's not a great hotel. We're a traveling band, you see. We're barely making money on merch.
We're like the freaking Wilburys out there. Down to down. I don't know any traveling Wilburys.
So we get to the hotel, very, very empty. I feel like there's no one there at all.
Yes, 1-star hotel.
We go to our room. We smell smoke. Basically the whole night. We're trying to sleep. We smell smoke. We hear like skittering, I feel like, in the walls or like somewhere. We just heard the very scary, very creepy.
For hours and hours. We smell smoke and hear this noise.
Finally, the smoke alarm does go off in the hotel.
Yeah, around 2 a.m.
And we all rush out into the main hallway in the lobby. And literally no one else is there. There's not a person at the desk. There's no one in the hotel. No one is worried about the fire alarm.
Stranger yet, the fire alarms have stopped going off.
Yes.
They went off in our room, very loud, smell of smoke. We rush out. No one is out there. There are no fire alarms going off. We get back into our room.
Yes.
Can't smell any smoke.
No smoke. No smoke to be smelt.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm just kind of tangled up. Okay, so, and then the truly terrifying thing happens. We just go to bed.
Oh!
Nothing else really happened. But
Yeah,
it was
nothing else
very
really
scary.
happened. Just kind of scary stuff happened to us, which is why...
Yes, which is why, as you can tell, we have kind of an uncanny ability to tell scary stories.
You were all wrapped up. You were all like, what's going to happen next?
Look at you, terrified.
Scared even.
Clearly, we have a firm grasp of how to terrify.
Yes.
So, that is why we are also here at Halloweenapalooza. We have been tasked with writing the next big, scariest movie ever.
Yes. For a big studio.
Yeah, for a big studio,
We wanted
too.
to save this news for you guys out there.
We wanted
and
to
our
give
biggest
this-
fans of our podcast that we will be writing the next big scary movie.
The scariest of movie. So the only catch is the studio already bought all of the rights to the music.
Yeah, this is how studios work. They say, we want to make a new movie. Well, we want it to be hip. We want it to be cool. And we want to have these sounds in it. We want to have these songs in it. So
Exactly.
they go out and buy those. And they said, hey, Landon.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey. Yeah. And so
not
you might
what
be
it sounds
confused.
like.
We switched seats. But,
I'm this guy.
I'm this guy. But, they said you got to write it around these songs. These songs have to fit into your script thematically.
Spamatically.
Spamatically.
on.
Skedatically.
All right.
Come on.
Okay,
Pull it up.
so we figured we would be just so pleased if we could break the story here tonight with
Yes.
you guys.
Look at horror film. Interesting. Very interesting. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That means we want someone in here to help us to be the co-writer of the next big scary movie.
Spooky. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of be throwing awesome ideas off each other. We're going to be building a scene.
Yes.
And what we're going to have you do is when you feel the mood strike, you will hit next on the playlist.
And what that does is if the song changes and it's even scarier or more tense, that changes what we're doing.
That changes the scene.
That changes the story.
It informs everything that we do as
All of
storytellers.
a sudden you hear,
and that's the power of music.
Maybe that's a chase scene. We're like, get out of here. There's a freaking guy coming, and he's coming right after us. Jesus Christ. Ah! Like that.
Or maybe you hear a
And I'm like, Martha, I've always loved you. I just thought I should tell you before we get chopped in half.
and then I'm like, wait, did you say Martha?
Hey, turn the lights on.
That's my mom's name too.
Interesting. That's a plot point. So, get someone up here.
Well, without further ado, we've got two volunteers. I think we got to go with big man on campus right here.
He's standing up.
Let's grab him.
Get a chair for him.
All right, fine. Give it up. What's your name, buddy? Garrett.
Sure. Sit there. No. This is... No. Maybe someday you'll get to come out to Halloweenapalooza and you'll get to hold the microphone, but not today. No, someday in the future, you too will be given a hotel room, and then you will float in the corner of the room with your eyes going back into your skull, and all you could see is the darkest things that you've ever thought about. Like the time you did a talent show in high school, and it went pretty bad. This, going pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah, I saw...
Cartoons.
Yeah, I saw cartoons.
Scariest stuff you might ever see. You want to come on this side, Joey?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What we
Pardon me.
have you
Excuse me.
guys? Who here has seen a scary movie?
What? Weird.
I watched Jigsaw last night.
Jigsaw.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
All right. There you have it.
I don't believe that.
Where are scary films usually set?
Hollywood.
Somewhere
Somewhere
haunted. We're
haunted.
getting closer.
All right. Have you ever thought of an idea that a scary movie should be set, but it hasn't been set there yet? A school. Okay. Now, can we get two names that you've never heard of in a scary movie before?
Albert.
Carlito.
Albert and Carlito.
Okay. You get to be Carlito.
Great.
All right. Now,
Can't put this episode out.
Garrett. what we're gonna have you do when you feel the scene just getting kind of stale, we just want you to hit that next button. All right? And we're not gonna break scene at all. We're gonna let the music guide where the scene is going. Okay? We will not break. We are professionals. This is a true to life professional thing that we are doing, and we will not be breaking character. We will not be guiding you in any way. This is entirely up to you to switch the music when you want to. Just by hitting that next button. You do it with this mouse pad.
So you just want me to play music now?
Let's start off with the first song.
Okay.
Okay. What was my name? Albert?
Albert, my name's Carlito.
Okay.
I will be using my normal accent for this.
And me too. Maybe British.
Okay.
And we're in school. Dang. Did you hear about Jeremy?
What? What about Jeremy?
He didn't come to school for the 16th day in a row.
Yeah, he's probably sick, dude.
Whoa. I never even thought of that. Hey. Why'd your iPod stop?
I don't know. Did you hear that? It's like windy.
Yeah. Someone close the door.
I can still hear
Someone close the door.
it. Someone close the door. Without breaking character, I want someone to close the door. Now it's getting louder. They open the door wider.
I mean, this is terrifying.
This is so
It's Jeremy.
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 Hey, are you feeling okay, brother?
What's wrong? You look like a square.
Ugh.
Your head, it's like a peg.
Not like a nerdy square, but like a literal square.
Right. You, of course, are the captain of the football team. You would not be looking like a square, but you look the shape of a square.
Yeah.
That makes me think. Now that we're in the orchestra room and Samantha's playing the piano.
I've always liked Samantha. I just haven't been able to tell her. Maybe by prom?
I don't know. Prom seems so far away. I think you have to tell her now. Unfortunately, Jeremy is in love with her.
That square-headed boy?
That's right.
But he's been sick for 16 days.
I know, but we just saw him in the lobby. That makes me think. What if there was a baby doll in our backpack?
What? Baby doll in our backpack?
Get a hold of yourself! Or better yet, get a hold of that swarm of bees coming at us.
Is that what happened to Jeremy?
I think so.
He got stung so many times his head
Swole him
got
up to a
square.
head.
That's the scariest, most original horror idea I've ever heard of in a movie.
It sounds so insane that it just might be our way in to the film industry. You and I, Carlito and Albert, have always wanted to make the world's scariest movie.
And this is how we'll do it in our school.
That's right, with the help of Samantha, whom you love very much.
And I hope to tell her before prom comes.
And prom is tonight.
It's getting closer. If only there was some way that we could get home and maybe, I don't know, change the mood of what's going on.
I wish that we could.
Hey,
What?
did you turn your stereo off again?
No. I don't know. This thing's busted. This thing's completely busted.
This thing is so busted. What
Wait.
is that noise?
Ah, man.
It's making it hard
It's
to think
freaking
about.
the Amadeus soundtrack again.
It's making it hard to think about Jeremy.
I'm so tired of thinking about Jeremy. I want to think about something else.
Me too, but I think someone's a little distracted.
It almost seems like there's a third party messing with our complete reality. It's almost like Jeremy has infected our brains and completely distracted our mood.
What's going on? If only we could just change the mood up a little bit.
I'm the Terminator.
Oh, did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Someone's watching the Terminator in their house.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Someone's watching Halloween.
Awesome.
I love this movie. I think Mike Myers is shagadelic, baby.
What? You want to shag Michael Myers?
No way.
confused.
Honestly, never.
I'm just in high school.
It's actually William Shatner mask.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Jeremy.
Whoa, your head's back to normal. That's so freaking scary. That's the scariest thing we've ever seen, Jeremy. Don't you remember having your head be a freaking square?
Honestly, I think I'm in love with Samantha as well.
Hold on, I'm still watching Halloween.
Me too.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey, wait a minute.
I don't think we can use that.
I don't think we can use this song anymore.
I don't think we're allowed to listen to Michael Jackson. You might want to switch that. It's like listening to R. Kelly or something. Okay. You're
Okay.
not allowed to listen
This
to
is not- okay.
This is not your little funny, like, get up here and you get to do your own jokes. It's very funny.
Okay, so Garrett is trying to get us in. I mean, Jeremy is playing his boombox, and he's actually probably on the wrong side of history. at
Yep,
this
Jeremy
point.
should definitely change the song and stop it.
Okay, so Jeremy switched the song, but not quite in the order that I thought he was going to.
This is interesting.
And
We're
suddenly-
being thrown a curveball.
Honestly, Carlito,
Yes, Albert.
I love you. And the truly scary thing is that we couldn't say that until this very moment.
That's the scariest movie of all. Well,
Thanks, pal. Give it up for Garrett.
all right.
Oh wait, hold on, Garrett.
We got him a very special gift for coming up here and helping us. It's in a bag?
Oh, scary.
Yeah, don't open that. We got you a copy of our very own TV show because we're full of ourselves. It's 3 discs. Come by our booth and get your own. Or you can borrow his. I don't know. Maybe you won't like it. All right. Should we do our final? Let's do one thing for these people.
We have one final trick up our sleeves.
Yes.
I feel like there's so much space between us, Joey.
I know. I feel like that last bit really put a lot of space between us.
Honestly, me too.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so good one.
Thank you.
We, for our final trick of the night, and thanks again for being such a great crowd. This has been very fun. We appreciate it. Yes. We have our final and definitive top 10 list of scariest people to have ever been on
Yes.
film or TV.
This is something that you cannot argue with.
Exactly.
This is the scariest people that has ever existed. Where are you going? I'm sure it's in a backpack again. Every time you get up, there's something. Okay, bye. So yeah, I was walking down a freaking park the other day, and I saw a guy cutting his grass, and oh, thank God. I can't do this show without Landon, but I would never tell that to his face.
Hello, I cut my grass. You guys get that? All right.
From our podcast. Okay, here is our list. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. This is definitive, and we will not take any suggestions. This is the list of scariest people to have ever appeared in movies and TV.
Yes.
Number 10, Hannibal
Hannibal
Lecter.
Lecter.
You can't
Okay.
deny his scariness.
That's all you got to say. You can't deny scariness, but could it get scarier this than this? I think it could.
I'd like to freaking taste a fava bean off your head.
And I'd like to get to number 2, or, geez. Yeah,
Whoa,
let's go to
he
number
wants
2.
to skip all the way to 2.
No, number 9, which some of you might disagree with. This is definitive. You are not allowed to disagree.
No
I will tell you
disagreeing.
what. Number 9, Pennywise.
Pennywise.
What the heck? This guy's so scary. But he becomes a freaking spider.
He becomes a spider.
So he's
basically at that
scary,
point,
and then he becomes a
spider.
creepy crawly, and
And then all you have to do is yell at him and call him a mime.
you're a mime. You're a meme. Whoa.
Whoa.
8.
Number
Now-
8, of course, and this might ruffle some feathers,
Chucky, number 8. Because we got a lot of other people in front of him.
Yes, okay. Number 7, Mr. the Pinhead.
Mr. Pinhead, he'll take you to hell, and he says Jesus weeps, and he'll rip you apart with his claw hands.
And frankly,
This is something that's very scary. People don't think about this. If you went to hell, that'd be scary.
well, and just
I get very worked up about this. If you were, think about this. What's the scariest thing you can think of? Hell is very scary, okay? And Hellraiser, he's raising hell. He's like my neighbor in like 4th grade, always having parties.
sit down.
Okay.
Also, it kind of plays on everyone's biggest fear that, you know, you go get acupuncture and the doctor frickin' faints and you have to just walk out of there with a bunch of needles in your face.
The doctor puts the pins in you. He's like, oh, I didn't think about this. And he gets lightheaded, falls over.
Yeah, first time he's done it. He's
And you're like, okay. And
Good
you have to get up
Lord.
and like get out of there. And people are like, it's freaking Pinhead.
don't raise hell on me.
Garrett, this next one's for you. It's Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Because you said you're like, he's fine.
Yeah. He watched the movie and therefore it's number 6 scariest on the list. Number 5, the Freddy Man.
Remember? Because we did Freddy before.
Number 4, Jason.
Hey.
Yes, of course. Number 3, Leatherface.
Leatherface. He's creepy. He's kooky. His family's
yeah.
freaky. His family's like my family on Thanksgiving.
Honestly,
You go to your family's house and they're talking about all these different things like politics and where you what kind of gas do you get? Ethanol? And it's like, come on, can we just eat?
Let's just eat it.
That's
And
very
of course,
scary.
we will get a little sleepy because the turkey is scientifically proven to do that to you. I think it's just overeating, but who am I?
We'll talk about this afterwards. Number 2, he's a classic.
Michael Myers.
D. And
Number 1, with a bullet.
cannot argue with this.
You cannot argue with this. The scariest person to be on movies or on the TV screen. Should we tell them?
Yeah. And it's fine. The lights are on. I think you guys are okay.
You're okay. You won't have terrifying dreams tonight. Maybe.
Right.
But it is the banker from Deal or No Deal.
We don't know where this guy comes from.
Who is he? Why are we trusting him?
He is a silhouette.
He's a silhouette in the freaking booth. Who is he? And
I'm
why
getting
do
a call from the banker. He tells me what to do. Why?
Yeah,
what does
yeah,
he
yeah.
have on you or your family? Are you okay?
It's truly terrifying and keeps me up every single night that I try to get a wink of sleep. Except for those nights that my buddy Joey is there snoring all the while. Guys, thank you so much. We have been Lunch Break.
Thank you for coming out. Turn that friggin' song up. Here we go. Bye.